What's up? What's up? What's up? Remember when you talking to the video camera. What's up, everybody? Slave Society, with another video. We going live. Can y'all hear me out there? Is this mic good? Mic check 1 2. Mic on. Mic is mother friggin' on. Don't cuss. No cussing. We want this to get out to as many people as possible. We're doing a raffle. All right, I'm doing a raffle. I'm holding a raffle, guys. Doing a raffle / giveaway for $50, either in silver or cash. You can pick. You can take your pick. You know what I mean? All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, right? Subscribe to the channel. Press the like button. Share it. And leave a comment with your name and info so we can put it in a raffle, all right? We're going to have a live drawing for the raffle Sunday night. And hopefully, if we get a lot of people, you know what I mean, it's going to take us a little bit more time to go through all the names, and we'll be doing it on Tuesday, all right?
That will be a good thing.
So that'll be a good thing, God willing, So hopefully people can, they want a few, and I'm gonna even double down, all right? I'm gonna even double down.
Don't
if
talk
I get,
yourself into
if
something.
I get, if I get more than 300 subscribers off of this video, and 300 comments, I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna double up. So I'm gonna put in 100. So
about his word is
you can either take $100 cash, a big Benjamin Franklin, or you can take some silver. All right. It's up to you. All right. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gonna be like, I'm hoping a lot of people do this shit.
They should. I'm entering
it. All you gotta do is when you comment, right? When you comment, put in, I'm in.
I need that.
I'm in. That's all you gotta put. I'm in. Text I'm in, and we'll look you up, and we'll look up, see if you subscribe to the channel, because I can do all that, and we'll put you in the raffle, all right? That's it. That's all. I started. What's up, buddy? And hold on.
Can you give your shirt on?
Yeah, hold on. Can you get this?
Like, share, and leave a comment saying I'm in.
Yep, and subscribe to the channel, right? And
subscribe.
I would have been, I like to be on time as much as I can. We were supposed to start this live at 12 o'clock, but unfortunately this morning, my son woke up throwing up. He's 4 years old. He woke up throwing up in his sleep.
His sister did as well.
He threw up 2 or 3 times before his sister woke up, and then his sister started throwing up, which she's 13. So now they just literally been throwing up all morning. So right before I did the live, I had to go get some ginger ale and some other things, and because they're still throwing up, I might have to run in the mix and tend to them, you know what I mean? Because that's the father life, you know what I mean? That's the life of a dad. But anyway, this channel, I want people to know what they're subscribing into. This channel, is and when you subscribe, it don't cost. A lot of people think that when in order to subscribe, you got to pay some type of money or something. No. All you do is hit a button.
Hit a button, man.
Hit a button. It
button.
ain't no money. It's just you're subscribing to YouTube channel. Hit that button and make sure you hit the bell. You gotta hit the bell too, right? And accept all notifications from me. That way, every video I put out, you know what I mean. You're gonna get that. You know what I mean. You're gonna get the video. But yeah. So this has been a passion of mine for quite some time now, man. And I never really had the platform, and I never really had. I tell you the truth, I was always scared and ridiculed of what people would think about me. I've always studied ancient histories, society, ancient civilizations, science.
People looked at you like you was or different.
Yeah, like different.
If you thought not with the majority.
They look
this
at
crowd around our neighborhood. That's how it is.
Right.
People
People look at you different. They think you're supposed to.
You know.
They think you're supposed to stay a certain way forever, and when you come up out of that problem, and when you come up out of that situation that you're in, and grow as a human being and do other things and expand your horizon, you're expanding yourself. They get mad at that because they're jealous because they can't move up. They're afraid to, and we've all been there. I've been afraid. You know what I mean?
For sure, I know
And,
I have.
I'm just sick and
Only
tired.
a man can admit that.
I'm
man.
sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know what I mean? That's what I am. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of not doing what I want to do. We only have one life to live in this life, and why sit around and say something over and over again? Damn, I want to do that and I want to do that, and then you're not putting the time and the motivation and the dedication in to achieve what you want to do.
A thought is only a thought. Unless you breathe life into it and put action into it, guess what? It's still going to be a thought, and that's all it'll ever be. Unless you put that work in and take it to the next level, because I've had a lot of thoughts that could have made me a millionaire. And I see it every day, and I just shake my head. But guess what? I never acted on it, and I never thought I was able to.
Or we never had the platform or the capital.
Grasp.
Yeah.
I never had the capital. I never had none of that. So, but anything's possible, man. So
Anything. Remember it.
just follow your heart, man, and just do that. And just even if you get knocked down, just get up and keep making that shit happen, man. And it's gonna happen for you. So when people
the richest
say
people in the world, in money and in life and spirit, right, and in happiness, right. The richest people in the world, what was I gonna say? They don't
they're not scared to try different shit, see what works,
Yeah, that too. But the richest people in the world, what was I just gonna say? I don't know. I don't want to get off, keep thinking about it. I hate that. You know what I mean? When we I need to get some of them damn brain pills that they say that you take and you think about something, you can think about it right away. They say all the billionaires is taking them, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I was about to say. All the billionaires, all the people that got money in the world, and all the people that are rich in wealth and happiness, right? Must remember, they put on your clothes and they're the same person as me and you. The people who built these cities and who built empires and whatever you can imagine on this world, they're just like me and you. They're just like us. It's just that when they tried and they didn't succeed at first, they didn't stop. They didn't get discouraged. They kept going. They kept pushing through the negativity and the hate and even the depression. People go through things in life, They get depressed, or the job might get to them. You might be working a job to where as though, you ain't getting no time with your family. You know what I mean? Who wants to work a job where you got newborn kids, you got a family, and
you're working 80 hours a week?
You're working 60, 70 hours a week, right? You're coming home. You're getting up, going to work 5 in the morning, and coming home 7, 8 o'clock at night. And by that time, your kids are already in bed, and you're zonked out.
And there's
your wife,
certain ages that them kids, it's essential that you're in their life for the majority of the time, not being gone most of the day and just seeing them right before they go to sleep or something.
Exactly, and that's a family. That's what family.
That imprint,
dude. It's important. That is a must.
Very important.
Leaving that imprint on a kid, and you've got to be there and interact. If you do not like that, you're not raising that kid.
And now they want the women to be like they're the they them too. Yeah. So now it's just. I think it's like just to break up families for real.
It is. Well, even Rockefeller.
Eventually.
Even my brother, what's his name? I'm trying to think of his name. I'll put it in the text, all right? He made a few movies. I'm trying to think of his name. I know his name. I can say it all the time now. Well, he was friends with one of the Rockefellers. And he even told him, he said, what do you think? Now, women's rights, please don't get mad. I believe in women's rights. I believe in all that.
100%.
But you must understand that sometimes things are done for the wrong reasons. They're not done for the reason that everybody thinks it's done for.
That's why they make a big deal and scene about it.
Yes, so he said, well, you know what that was about, right? And he said, no. He said, what was it about? And he said, well, for one, at that particular time, we could only tax half the populace, all right? We could only tax half the populace because the women wasn't working. So the men was the only ones working, and that's the only ones that we could tax. But if we put the women to work, we're going to start getting double the money because now they're getting taxes too. You see what I'm saying? And we destroy the family. All right?
No-brainer. You're killing a couple birds
So-
with one. I mean,
You know, and I'm trying to think of his name. He was a Native American brother. I forget his name. He's in heaven right now with God. He's a good man.
grandfather running there.
Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo. He's a very good movie producer, and from the stuff I heard him say and all and talk, he seems like a good character of man. You know, very good character of man. I believe in the family. I believe the family need the mom, the dad there,
For
and
sure.
I even believe that they need aunts. Well, at least their grandmom and grandparents or aunts and
People need
uncles.
a good
They
foundation.
need.
That's your
We
foundation
are
and
we
your
are
family
tribal
structure.
creatures, right? We come from tribes, all right? We're used to having groups. We're used to having groups, not mom, dad, that in
or-
isolation. No, we're used to having groups to where as though we could always. We would never let the other. If you fell down, we was picking you back up. There was
It's
groups.
like a all for one,
And you
for
was
all
getting collecting so
mentality.
much knowledge. Just imagine the knowledge and
Native American.
understanding. Yeah. Just imagine the knowledge and understanding that, a kid can get being raised not only from their parents, but having their grandparents in the house too with them, and they're teaching them things. And believe it or not, that's how they're doing it over in China. They've been doing that for years now. That's how they don't have old folks homes over in China. They don't have old folks homes. Retirement, they don't have none of that, because what happens is, soon as the kid's old enough to get a place, they all get a place, or the kid just stays with the mom and dad and grows and lives there,
Right.
or gets his own place and they move in if he's wealthy enough, and their kids are raised there. When they go to work, their mom and dad watch the kids. They don't need no babysitters.
They are born with that family structure, and they're raised.
Yeah.
with it. And that's why they have such great family values. The woman does not cheat on the husband, and when the Asian, most
Well,
of
we
the
all
Asians,
know this. Well, some of us do. We all know that America, right? A lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people don't know this. I so wholeheartedly believe that America is this mystery Babylon that they talk about in Revelations. All right, we are it, mystery Babylon. All right, that's us. All right, we are the sole producers. We produce 5 times more porn than the world over does. All right, we are the porn capital of the world. All right, for issuing porn and pornography. All right, it's a lot of bad things with America. All right, now it's a lot of good things with America. It is a lot of good things.
Good things as well.
I love, having freedom, and even though it's not so much free anymore, because if you say one thing, you believe one thing, you'll be ridiculed and hated and get fired from your job. I mean, even if you just look at what was going on, man, like people was saying they like Donald Trump. I don't want to get political here, but people said he was like Donald Trump and getting fired from their jobs and all. Actors, was afraid to come out and even talk against Donald Trump, right? I mean, even talk against Hillary Clinton and to speak out, right? Or even talk good for Donald Trump. They they couldn't do that. They wasn't allowed because they know that their peers would have rejected them.
I love them.
And would have rejected them, and you know what I mean? I know. I mean, Donald Trump,
I love
He
him,
looks-
and I hate him.
yeah, I mean, he's a president, and he might be doing good things, but me personally, I know, all right, I know that don't matter who's president. It don't matter.
Oh man.
You can say what you want. Once you get in there, and everybody says, "Oh, Donald Trump was a powerful man. He's a billionaire." You know, China produces a billionaire every week, right? Or something like that. They produce billionaires and millionaires like it's nothing.
On
All
a
right.
regular basis. Constantly.
That is no.
They're working 19 hours a day or whatever.
You must understand that this is all part of the agenda. They have one president in for 8 years. He does something, right? And then the next president, you know, he does something, he does whatever. And then the next president that they want in, they'll have to go opposite of what that president was doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
One will
they
take such
they
a
burn it up. Basically, they're like,
deep
all right,
right.
we're gonna do everything to where the real people that are at work are gonna be like, damn, you know, he's messing it up, and look what's happened to the country. The true patriots, that's the ones they're targeting. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at what they say after their 4 or 8 years of presidency, mostly 8 years, because both of them get back elected.
Yeah.
But after they are finished with their presidency and they are no longer president, look how they start talking then, and how they
Oh yeah.
start, you know, they start doing it. And when they know they're getting ready to leave office, they start pardoning people. A lot of people, we don't hear about it, you
No.
know, because it don't fit what they want to put out. So we don't hear about it. But, you know, they pardon people. They do a lot of crazy things that you would never think, you know, and they would never do, but they know they're leaving office, so they're like, what the hell? You know? So it just
So
goes
it's
to
like
show you.
you even heard Obama talking to Putin, I think I believe, or was one of, I think it was Putin, or one of Putin's peoples. I think it was Putin, and he was like, or it might have been one of his handlers, and he said, wait till my second term. I'm more flexible. I can do more. You know, let me get my second election in, because the election's coming up. If I do this for you, the move that we're about to make, I'm not going to win the next election. You see what I'm saying? So let me secure that first. Then once I secure the win, then I'll go ahead and take care of that deal that we was talking about. You know what I mean? So I know this, dude. Like it's all.
He's moving a couple moves ahead, playing chess.
It's all a
Pre-plot.
show,
Yeah.
all right? Because they know that we have the power.
We the people.
They know this, all right? They know that we have the power. Point
Oh.
blank, flat out,
Power.
all right? But, you know, and I'm not talking about, you know, using violence. I'm talking about with that pen. The pen is mightier than a sword. Believe that.
Keeping us ununited and to not.
If you're nice with that pen in America, that pen is mightier than a sword.
It will get you places.
It'll get you places.
It'll get things done.
It'll get you places money can't buy. It takes character. My girl loves that song, T.I.
What is it?
That song where it comes on like that, where it's like you can see you can see how a man. So I forget how it is. If y'all know, please hit in the comment. You can see how a man stands by the way pressure is at or something he's saying.
Yeah.
By falls
When
crumble.
when he's faced with adversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. I forget how it goes. I don't want to quote it because I might get
Yeah. You might get it messed up. But
I might get not messed up, but I might get what's that called? I'm like All right, what's that called when you get sanctioned?
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. I might get a copyright. So there's that. All right. But just want you to know, guys, this channel, I'm gonna keep it up, man. I'm probably gonna be starting a new channel soon because you gotta understand that the algorithm, right? It don't my videos don't get as much airplay. All right, they don't get spread that much. All right, so it's not really a money thing for me. I'm not making money off of this, really. You know, I'm actually
Not none at all.
all the time that I put into this, is my own time, and I'm really not making no money off of it. So, and I know that even if I get, there is a truther community out of there, and I'm very truthful about it. I'm very faithful about the truther community, that's what I've been studying this, and this is what I like to do, this is what I know, and I want to give people, and I want to give them the knowledge that I know. I've been studying these things and what's going on, and for 25 years, and say, oh, where's your credentials? Oh, no, I don't have no credentials, all right? But I've been, in the bottom, and I've been, with nothing. A lot of people, they haven't done that. They've never been to the lowest of the low and came out of it.
That's how you know who. That's how you figure out who you are.
That's how you figure out
who you truly are.
When you're not put in messed up and hard situations in life, that builds character and that shapes who you will be in the future.
For sure.
As a person and as a man. All right.
One decision can change everything.
One decision. I'm one decision away from death or a life sentence.
That's why I say, an addict that has 20 years clean and an addict that has 20 hours clean, I say, guess what? It still don't change. You're still both one decision away from getting high. Like, that will always remain the same. Maybe.
And I suffer with depression, Like, I get depressed. Like, Like, I get depressed with the weather. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, some days, like,
a lot of
and I know also with a lot of people, because it's with me like this also. Your day, you could be having a beautiful day, right? You could be having a beautiful day and a lovely, feel good, and then somebody set you off the wrong way, and then throughout that whole rest of the day, you're in a messed up mood, all right? You're in a messed up mood, all right? That happens. And to the people that happens to, it happens to me. And sometimes I got to sit down and tell myself, look.
Everyone can relate.
It's a small thing. It's a small thing. Don't let it get to you. Take a deep breath. It's not the end of the world. You're alive. You're free. I got a roof over my head. I'm being able to raise my family, because you guys don't know my story. A lot of you do from around my neighborhood and all, but a lot of you other people don't. And that's for another video.
We could write a whole book.
That's for another video.
Yeah, you don't.
But
this is truly this man's passion. He's been doing this for years. As far as I'm the older brother, so and I get my info and I do research, and he hasn't steered me wrong yet. And so I'm just saying, I'm the older brother, and I get my info from him. He definitely has a strong passion about this, and he has a lot of good information and a lot of good jewels to drop. Stay tuned and listen.
Listen, keep your eyes open and hear what's going on around you.
Yes, you got to.
Don't fall, all right? Don't fall for the deceptive manipulation, all right? Don't fall
adage
for
was take the cotton out your ears and stick it in your mouth.
Yeah.
And
listen and stop talking all the time, all right? Sometimes everything you see ain't the full picture, all right? It's just part of the picture, all right? So a lot of times we take things out of context with social media and YouTube. We'll see something and we'll automatically take it out of context, you know what I mean? We can't do that. You just can't do that, you know what I mean? You gotta understand that
you can't change it in the world.
Not only that people put videos up to manipulate your being, all right? Sure. To manipulate your thought process and your being, literally. Like Old Dirty Bastard said it best. Even with music, everybody knows music, all right? Music is a brainwashing tool. It can turn you in to what is in the music. People are just followers now. Yes. Lingly, people are just followers now. Drones. Yeah. Yeah. That's all they are. That's all they are. They listen to the music, they follow it, or even movies. And it's bad. When I was a kid, it happens to everybody. It happens to all of us. When I was a kid, what did I like watching? What did turn me in shape a lot of my life up until now, you know what I mean? Until a couple years ago. Watching movies. When you watch a movie, that is being imprinted into your psyche and your brain.
Oh, it leaves that
right?
to imprint your life. Yeah.
Like, I was always attracted to the gangster movies as a kid. You know what I mean? So was my pops. You know what I mean? Goodfellas, Godfather,
1, 2, 3.
you know. That resonated with me because of family, for one. Family and loyalty, men of honor and principles and respect. All right,
Stand firm.
They stayed firm with them. And I was a kid. I didn't really know it too much as a kid. But they stood firm with them. I give them mad respect. Like, you don't mess with nobody's girl. You get a side chick. Like, there's things of honor and codes that you go by as being a man.
It's how
you know
you
what I
do
mean?
things,
Standards. And,
principles, things. And, it's just,
and that intrigued me. You know what I mean? And some things when you might not even know about something. But then you watch it from a movie, and now you know about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It brought it all to you.
It brought it all to you. And if you see, guys, the one video I just did up not too long ago, check out my YouTube page. Click on the previous videos. I've got a video, where they talk about, the manipulation of our emotions and all, the human psyche through any type of monitor. All right. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah." No, check this out.
I used to watch Karate Kid and think I was a ninja afterwards.
Yeah, but that ain't that.
Stuff like that though. Like,
yeah, but that wasn't that. That's just the natural human tendency.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's our emotions, that's human tendency. That's why I say they give you a double dose now. They're double dosing you. You're watching the movie, all right? Whatever's in there, you're getting pumped for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when you're a kid, when you're older, you can say, all right, it's a movie,
Right.
But when you're a kid and you're watching these movies,
no.
it makes you want to be like that.
It is.
You're very
it's
impressionable.
Stuck with you, yes.
You makes you want to, if you,
And you're in that stage of your life for sure.
It does, man. It does. And we must understand this. We must understand that now it's even worse because once they made everybody go digital with your TVs, everything. Ask yourself, why'd they do that? Why'd they make everything go digital? Well, on my YouTube channel, I bring light to this issue and give a hint of the reason they could be doing it. All right, through this technology, I even show you the patents on this thing. People are always referencing shows, music, movies, and it just shows how media has taken over. Oh yeah, I'm sure you probably know there's 5 companies that even this media right here that we're sending out right now. There's 5 companies that own everything. Everything. They bought it all. It's 5 major companies. They're the conglomerates. All right. They own all media. Any type of information being distributed comes from them. All right. They set the narrative. They are the rulers of the world. They are the rulers of the world, and they control it, basically. But they do it in a way, right? They got to control the world, right? because they are the shit.
That's all
they
want is that control.
But while they're doing it, this is crazy. This makes you wonder. While they're doing it, right now, it's a lot of things that I don't condone. You know what I mean, wars and all. But they say in order to be a king, you must be able, or a great leader. In order even to be a leader, you must be able to make extreme sacrifices that are life and death. And I'm talking about, if you just watched the other day, and I think maybe that's all a publicity stunt. Maybe, who knows? With the Donald Trump situation, the DT. Sorry, I didn't say that. I shouldn't have said it last time. But because they'll do something. But with this strike in Iran, we was about to strike when they hit our drone down, and he was that close to sending rockets over there, right? Missiles. And he said that he got one of his generals in there. He said, look, if I launch this missile, how many casualties is this going to be? And the general said, well, I don't know how many, sir. I'll get right back to you. He came back in, and he said there will be approximately 150 casualties. And DT weighed the scenario, and he was like, they shot down a piece of machine, a drone. Yeah, it's our machine, it's our drone, and it's against the law. You can't do that, right? It's a machine at the end of the day, and I don't want 150 people
Casualties.
I don't want their blood on my hands for this.
Right.
Basically, that's what he was doing. All right. That says a lot about it. If it was just a stunt, but I don't think so. Like, people,
people would say
people are
it's a
God fearing
stunt.
men.
Nobody
Some
likes
people,
them.
some
So
people are
they would
God.
say it's a stunt.
Some people are God fearing men.
I believe
what I mean?
that,
And that's what a God fearing man would do, because they know that if I do this, there's going to be repercussions in the hereafter. And trust and believe there is a hereafter, right? I believe that so wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? I do.
Trump,
I believe that.
in the beginning, I remember he said fire with fire, but that was just he's not.
But
like
I
that.
still stick to my, all the presidents are run. You know what I mean? And I think that every time they bring a president in, it's multiple reasons. It's not just one agenda that's being set. It's multiple agendas, right? And I think one of the reasons for Obama was to get the youth, right, involved, right? And not only that, to get the people that didn't even care about the government, all right? They didn't even care about voting.
What did P. Diddy do?
All right?
Got
Right.
the keys to the city by march and run. Vote or die.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So that was all for a reason to set the paradigm for what's happening now with DT. You see what I'm saying? They don't think years ahead. They think 20, 30 years ahead. All right? That's how, because you got to understand that they got supercomputers. They got supercomputers where they can AI, where they can program into it literally everything like the real world. Yeah. Every piece, everything. And run war games, right? Over and over again.
The weapon of mass destruction is that TV.
Oh, yeah.
It's a TV. It's the biggest weapon of mass destruction.
That's the biggest weapon of revolution.
Because what it does, it takes your brain off of what's really going on and puts you in tune with what they want you to know is going on. And they will say things, to really make you want to buy into it.
I don't think this is going to get what you call it, because we're talking too much crazy stuff. But
no, I'm talking about podcasts and stuff,
I know. But no, I'm talking about I've been, Like I say, guys, sometimes we can't talk about, because I can't make no, money off this. You know what I mean? When you talk about that, because it's non-marketable. But Hope y'all stay with us, man. We got 7 people. I don't think they're in the chat right now, but it's 7 people that came to the chat so far. We got 7 likes. All right. We're trying to bring y'all the truth. I'm coming every day with videos. It's all allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, this is all allegedly. Now you got your, yeah. You must understand that this, this is all allegedly, you know what I mean? And not only that, I mean, do we know the truth? Do we really know what's going on?
We don't know.
No. At the end of the day, we don't know. We just, people just like average people. I'm a dude with a laptop. All right. I'm a guy with a laptop. That's all I am. That's all the average person is that's doing this. All right. I'm just trying to, I can make videos about a lot of other things. A lot of other things in life. Trust me, I done been said this, and I know I can, and I'm probably going to, because I need some type of revenue. Yeah, you're right. You're right. At the end of the day, I need some type of revenue, and I'm not making nothing off of this. Off of the topics and agenda that I'm doing, I'm not making nothing off of it. The only reason I'm doing this is because it says, that if you're a watcher, and if you have the eyes and ears, and if you see things, what's going on in the world, because a lot of people can't. A lot of people, man, don't think like
they don't.
I think, like a lot of people think. More than not. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, Pitbull mom. Yeah. A lot of people, what was you saying? What was we just saying?
Honestly, I don't even know right now.
Oh, I gotta stay woke in my head. Nah, but
I was thinking about something else.
a lot of people, man,
Are not involved in the truth community.
are not involved in the
It's
truth
not
community.
It's you're doing it out of your heart and your passion. It's not really
Out of my passion. I do it out of my passion, and I love everybody, man. I love
Humanity.
I love humanity, man. Humanity
I
is a
see
beautiful
it in you
thing,
every
man.
day doing things for people that like that are your enemies, like that you don't even like, not enemies,
Because I believe that
and you help them out. Yeah, and
that
I'm like,
is
damn,
how
dude.
you're rich, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah, it
and
makes you
at
feel
least
good to
it
be
releases.
able to be like
I'm just
that.
being honest,
Yeah.
right? It releases endorphins into me. You know what I mean? And I like helping people out that's down and out, because
ain't
I've been there.
Nothing wrong with a natural
and
high, baby.
you're not,
A
right.
natural
That's how it's
high,
supposed to be.
It's nothing going
You
in
know,
your body.
you're not-
It's nothing.
Whoever you are today, man, whether you're doing bad or what, it don't matter. You're not going to be like that forever. It's not the end of the world. All right. There's been plenty of times in life to where I thought, this is it. I don't want to live no more. like, I don't even want to live no more. You know what I mean? Like, what's the sense of going on?
Yeah, things been that messed up.
Change is a universal law. All right. Change is a must. If we don't change, who are we? If we don't change, we're just doing. What are we doing?
Right. But you know what? There's
Some
many
people never change.
Are scared of change.
Some people
And
never
they're
change.
complacent and comfortable in their situation. And
See, but look.
I like change. I like it because when it's changed for me, it's always for the better.
I've always been a realistic guy. I've always kept it 100, right?
Yeah.
Like, even as I didn't, I just was like that. Like, even as a kid, and it just hit me when we was just talking. Even as a kid, when people be like, yo, why'd you start smoking cigarettes? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I admitted it. I admitted why I started smoking
was a
cigarettes.
kid, your
I
brain
started
wasn't
smoking
developed,
cigarettes. No, it wasn't because of that. I started smoking cigarettes because I thought it was cool.
That's what I mean. You seen Daddy. You seen me smoking.
I seen every damn
Yeah, but you don't
thing
smoke. You
on
ain't smoked in 3 years, so
television.
guess
You
what?
know what I mean? Yeah, and I've been three years clean, smoke free. So there's that. All right, and I didn't use no nicotine strips. I did it all from my
A
mind
New Year's resolution.
and my willpower. All right, I didn't wanna. I had a real deep. One night I was sitting, I was talking to God, and I was praying to Him, and I had a deep recollection about death and how I didn't want myself to die like that. I didn't want myself to die gasping for air, to be honest.
Right.
I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I've seen my family members go through it, and that's the kicker. That's what did it. That's what did it, right?
Yeah.
That, and I was like, dude, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to do it.
Everybody's got their thing.
At the end of the day, I respect people that go to NA, and NA, it's a good fellowship, a good community, and it has helped a lot of people, you know what I mean? And that's what we need, fellowship and communities, and unity, but at the end of the day,
sisterhood.
at the end of the day, change ain't going to come from none of that. Change is going to come from if you really want it. If you really want that change, you don't need to do that.
No.
You don't need to do that because you want it.
And you got your own program.
And you know what I mean? Flat out, point blank, that's the way it is. You know what I mean? But it's good to do. It helps a lot of people. And sometimes people need an extra. Sometimes people ain't got that. Like, I've never had it. I never had it. I had no willpower. You know what I mean? I had no willpower, Absolutely none. So, for me to have willpower and for me to come, I'm 36 years old now, about to be 36, it all goes back to when I was about 30 years old and I was locked up, incarcerated, on lockup. I was on lockup for about a year, and then right after lockup, I was on compound for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I went on admin for 6 more months. All right, we got into a big fight and war, and I went on admin for 2 months. In there is where I really learned to find myself. A lot of times on lockup.
You was on lockup for a year though.
Yeah, a year straight, and then I was on admin for 6 months right after that. But
that's how you will find out who you are.
That's
time alone with your own mind and by yourself.
That's
with nobody to talk to.
Yes.
Yes.
With no distractions. You see, a lot of people today, they don't know themselves. They can't even begin to find themselves because it's so many distractions. It's not like
everywhere.
Think about it. It's not like it was back in the old days when you could have that higher power. You could have that relationship with the higher power, and you knew who you were inside and out. It don't work like that because it's so many distractions going on right now that
it takes you from what you're trying to focus on. It just
about your life and what's going on and how you are as a human being.
Who you are and who you are truly inside until you have time by yourself and time to sit down and really do some soul searching.
And
with no distractions.
And I've done that, dude, and I must admit, it changed me. It changed who I was.
It did.
But it don't change everybody. You had to be a certain type of person. And I'm not saying I'm some type of person.
Oh, I mean,
you just got to have the right mindset. You can be the same person. You just got to be ready and have that information and the
You
mindset.
gotta want change,
And
man.
you've got to
Some
want
people don't
change.
want
Some
that
people don't want
shit,
change. Some
you
people don't
know?
want change. Some people don't want
You're
change,
doing
man.
a good thing,
And it's
man.
crazy.
And
Like
that's-
I don't,
that's what's happening.
like
You're doing a
I
great
don't
thing.
even like. I'll be honest with you.
proud of
I
you.
don't
You're
watch
doing a great
sports.
thing, man.
Like people, tell me like I'm one of those people. You know what I mean?
Never,
I stand
never
out
got
from the
into
crowd,
sports.
and I'm not afraid to say it no more. Before, I was afraid to know. I like athleticism and all that, but when it comes to the way, as much
I mean, I love the
reverence,
Ravens, and I love.
I do love the
football.
Ravens, and I barely watch football, and if I do, it's a
watch
Raven
football.
game.
Yeah,
Why? Because it's a distraction.
it is.
It's some people can know every damn linebacker or every damn
Right,
but yet they don't know their self.
They don't even know who they are.
They don't even know who they are or what they're doing in life, or
don't.
ain't got a penny in their pocket.
But they're distracted with everything
see what I'm saying?
that's going on. They're 9 to 5, coming home, the wifey, the kid. You
I mean,
don't
it's
have
good
the
entertainment,
gym.
but
all that's great.
and
I'm
it's
not
good
saying-
on a once in a while basis, and people are gonna ridicule me. I'm good at getting ridiculed. I've been hated my whole life.
Hey, I love
You know what I
criticism.
mean?
I love it.
I've been hated my whole life, man.
Let's have some
So,
constructive criticism.
that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? But
But no, you can have time alone by yourself anywhere, in your bedroom, anywhere. And if it's going in, and that's not gonna happen in a day. But I mean, if you take some time alone and get alone with yourself and get right with yourself and your mind, and you'll come to the conclusion, maybe, or maybe you won't.
or maybe you won't.
But I mean, if you're smart, you will come to the conclusion that whatever I was doing before wasn't working. And I want to change, and that will start to bring about change. But you need to implement change and do this.
Like even my girlfriend, right? We talk about sports and football and all that. All right. She comes in here, right? And I watch them sometimes with her because she's watching them, you know what I mean? And sometimes I laugh and I get into it. That's
Oh,
natural
for sure.
human tendencies, right?
I love it.
That's natural human tendencies. I'm not talking about football.
No, I love.
I'm talking
interacting with
I'm talking about I'm talking about
your better half.
I'm talking about like TV shows, like I'm not going to name no names, but of other people's lives, you know what I mean? So
I love doing
of dating and stuff like that. All right, you're watching these shows, and hold on real fast, guys.
That's what it is, though. What I was saying is I love interacting and sitting down with my lady and watching shows and, seeing other people's relationship and kind of like going back and forth and talking about our relationship and seeing what's going on with their relationship. That's just human nature to do things like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of times people are doing this and they're watching these shows and they're neglecting their own relationships, or they're watching these shows when they could be putting that mentality into something, right? And
productive
and learning how to do something new. That way they can utilize that and get out of the life that they're living into something better, to where they don't have to worry about bills with money. Try to you're sitting around. And then you're saying, why am I got bills and all? Because you wanted to watch that football game. You see what I'm saying? You wanted to play that game. You wanted
What if you went to work that day and you came home from work and you're just sitting there with your wife or your girl and you're watching and you still
that's
criticize
okay
others.
once in a while. But
But
people might not like this.
There's always things that you can work on in your own relationship, and I think pointing out other things in other people's relationship can be a good way for you to work your relationship out.
No, I don't do that.
No, I'm not saying that other people do that, but some people, that can be a good way for some people to do. But I just enjoy to sit back and just to have that kind of camaraderie, you know, with your better half.
Of
And,
course, but
yeah.
you ain't gotta watch arguments and people
Oh,
others' lives.
no.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't watch no Jerry
And
Springer or nothing like that.
what are you talking about? It ain't gotta be that, dog.
No.
It don't have to be that. It could be any. I don't want to name names because I don't want to do that. Right
It could
now.
be anything.
But it's
though.
a lot. It's a
I'm
lot of
already
shows
thinking-
on
it's a lot
TV,
of
bro.
shows. It's a lot
That
of.
it's
That's all it
people
is.
shouldn't be watching
That's
them.
all it
They
is.
shouldn't be watching
No,
them.
you're right.
You know,
You're
flat
right.
out.
You're
They
right.
shouldn't be
Now
watching.
that I
They're
think about
fucking
it,
home
you're
broke with
right.
nothing. They ain't got shit, and they should. Meanwhile, if they stopped watching them shows and fucking utilized that time, excuse my language, into something else productive, they could do and become a greater person.
Exactly. And that's why we're sitting here, and I love it.
You know, some people, you know, it's just. All right. Yeah, it's just like, you know, like I said, once in a while it's okay. I do it, you know, because like you said, with your relationship with your girlfriend, you know what I mean? And being with her, you know, and the camaraderie. I love that. That's why, check this out. That's why my best friend is my girlfriend. All right.
It's
My
supposed
other
to
best
be,
friend,
dog.
is my kids. All right. They're my best friends.
But-
all right. When I'm locked up or when I'm away, when I'm out and lonely and ain't got nobody there for me, my friends are nowhere in sight. They're out of there. All right.
It's good to be your kid's
Your
friend,
family,
but it's good to be their
they might not
disciplinarian.
even be there for you. You know what I mean? Of course, you gotta, you know.
Yeah, of course, but I mean,
But look, check this out. You gotta, you know, you done got me off topic, bro. You done did that like 30 times this interview. You gotta, shit. You done messed me all up.
They was talking about your kids.
Yeah, but God, I'm about to finish up this live, you man. I'm forgetting stuff. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all have a good week and a good weekend. F.U. King Wing Uncle John, what's up, brother? All y'all need is in your life is family and love. God want to be? Yeah. Thank you, brother. You just reminded me
That
back.
sums it up.
He just reminded me what I was saying. Thank you. That's who my friends are. All right. Wiz. Yeah, I love you, brother. That's who your friends are. You gotta find that girl that you love, that you connect with. You know. Once you do that, have a kid with her if you don't have a kid with her already. But you know, you don't want to have a kid, not have a job, and you gotta have a job. You know. But when you're working that job and you're working for somebody else, find out how to work that job. Find out how to do that. Save up your money. And, you know, do that job or another job. You know what I mean? That's how people should think. And that's how I haven't thought like that for years. You know what I mean? I'm just starting to think like that, you know?
The people that bother me is the ones that say, you know, I'm locked up, man. I can't. My record's terrible. I can't get a job. They don't want to give me. Man, there's resources out there for everybody.
Yes.
You have companies that hire people that were just locked up.
Yeah.
And they won't hire if you wasn't locked up. So
Right.
I'm not trying to hear that. It's just an excuse, man. And I come from the bottom, you know. I lost my parents at a young age and raised up, you know, and I'm telling you like this, you can make it out there the right way. You just have to make your way and use your resources, and it's got to come from the heart, and you got to really,
Even if you ain't got no resources, you gotta
want
make
it.
the resources.
Yes, you got
You
to
know what
want
I
it.
mean?
You're your own resource.
You're your own
Right.
resource.
So
you
I don't
know?
want to hear that, man. It's none of that. I was locked. I can't do. That's crazy. No more of that.
Yeah, but back to you know, like I said, my best friends, you know, Love you, my G. You my bro and my G, and I never ever met you. Big up to the G sitting next to you. Yeah, it's my brother. In case everybody new to tuned in, this is my brother right here.
Older brother.
Oh yeah. By 3 and 4 years. Sometimes he's older by 3 years. Sometimes older by 4 years. I'm 36. So
I bust.
So I love him, man, with all my heart. We all we
That's
got
my man
for real.
right here.
The last
That's
of our
family.
The last of our family is
brother.
me and him, right? And my dad always said before he passed away, because my mom had passed away when we were 9, and
He was 9.
I was
I was
9,
13.
and my dad was getting ready to pass away probably in a few years. We knew this, and he would tell me and my brother, he would say, look, man, one thing I want from you guys, the only thing I want from you guys is to love each other. All right? Get along. Get along, because me and my brother, we
hated
didn't.
each other.
And I wanted to
Cain
have
and
that
Abel,
relationship.
They hated each
My
other.
brother said he wanted to have that relationship with his brother.
But
And
they
he wanted
never
that,
had
but
it.
it just
And
never
they had
happened.
other brothers, but
And-
they were the 2 black sheep.
Right. And, that's what he told me and him. Like, always to be there for one another and to have each other's back. And that's the way it should be. You know what I mean?
That's the way.
That's the way it
supposed
should
to
be. This is
Right.
literally, when I'm talking about best friends, I forgot to say him because I'm with him almost every day. I love this
we
guy.
Go beyond that, man.
Like, I
That's
love this
like-
guy with
this-
all my heart.
We tell each other that every day, and I'm almost 40 years old. But guess what? I'm just only following through with my people's promises that I made to them, So, and I'm gonna make good on all them, on all that, and they see it, So.
Yeah. And
Love
that's
you,
it.
boy. Let's
love you
wrap
too,
this up.
brother. Yeah. But love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Please
Subscribe. I'm gonna put you guys in already. Comment. Make sure you comment. This is a raffle. All right.
and please do what he says, man. Like, share.
Subscribe. Send this out to as many people as possible, and drop a comment. All right. I'm trying. I see a lot of.
The
And I'm not hating.
100%,
I'm not a
for
hater.
real.
I get motivated. That's what we do. I have 6 brothers and 6 sisters. God, boy.
You got a big fan.
You see, I don't
That's
hate
what
no
it is,
more.
man.
I don't hate. When I was a kid, I would sometimes, you would come into an adult and learn, I don't hate. You know what I do? I get motivated and I get inspiration.
It inspires
Inspires me. If I see somebody
me.
doing
I'm like,
something
damn,
and I like that,
I want to get like how
Right.
that man's like. I wanna
okay,
shine like that
I
man
see how that
shine.
man's moving. He's doing something positive. He's doing something good.
right.
That's you. Don't hate on him. Don't hate on me, and
Big
don't
'em
hate on
up.
the next man.
Big 'em up,
Big him up. Be inspired by him. Nobody's gonna say that you're copycatting and shit like that. And whatever you do, and whatever you do in life, this life's about trying to find your lane and take the less roads that's taken in life. The main thing we need right now in America is unity. 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 Stop all the hate. It's so much hate. And you must understand, you must understand this, that they use emotions, they use pasts. They use past to alter the future. That's what they do. All right? People got to be smart and wake up to the times. All right? I love y'all. Slaves to society. We are all slaves to society. Peace.
You have a blessing.
Subscribe, like, share, and let's get it. The mic is full effect. My bad, dog. Yeah. It's a nice mic. I just got this. Mic. So I needed it. It's a good mic, around $400. I ain't doing no advertising for it, so that's another video, but it's a very good mic. I will say that. All right. Peace. Love y'all. Coming from, I don't want to say it because a lot of people already say it, but I've been saying it for years. All right. And I'll get said, called out, he's saying coming from this, and that's what another YouTuber says. But for real. Coming from Baltimore, Maryland. Love y'all, man. Peace. We need love, unity. Watch the videos. I'm going to be dropping more knowledge on a daily. I'm constantly learning. It's a constant learning business. It's constant learn. I'm learning every day. All right. For anybody who's stern or stiff-necked, stop being like that. All right. Get out of your ways. Take advice. You can learn. You don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I'm learning. I'm growing in life. All right. I'm discovering as I go. Every day is an adventure. Every day is a new. My mind is increasing. All right. And I wish all y'all to do that too. I love y'all. God bless. Peace. And as always, stay woke, my friends. We out.